Sometimes I really feel like I'm living in a parallel world with another space-time, you know? My 6:30 in the morning usually begins around 1 p.m., but not today. After my neighbor woke me up with this morning procedure, I couldn't fall asleep again. So I figured that I could start my day earlier for a change. There it is. What? I'm sorry. Sometimes it overcomes me, out of nowhere, an unspeakable feeling, and for a few seconds, nothing else matters. Hey dude, hurry up. It's not gonna be there forever. What are you doing? But then my sense of reality pulls me back and I realize I'm not Spielberg. You know what makes a movie great? Oh, I know that one. That special moment when the screen turns into a window and the storytellers take you with them to another world. I call it the Peter Pan effect. I know what you think. Go get a job, dude. Really? Don't you think that after 2 years of doing nothing and living with my parents, it didn't appear to me that I should better get some cash or work on a fallback career? Hey, I totally get it. Who wanna work with a loser? And I have this condition, you know. Well, I'm a daydreamer. Sometimes it's so bad, it's as if I wasn't there at all. I mean, totally lost, far, far away in my own twilight zone. Let me take one of those rare chances in this movie to actually show you and not tell you. I think I'm not even watching a movie anymore. I'm reading a book. And I'm probably not even in my room. Wait, what am I doing here? Today is Tuesday. Of course, it's cinema day, which means the tickets are at the lowest price of the week to the movies. You don't have to be a movie business expert to notice that the industry is struggling to get people go to the theaters, especially during these times. Who thought that people going to the movies could be a threat to the world one day? Anyway, it was struggling even before these times. For a lot of people, the trip to the theater doesn't pay off anymore. It's not as satisfying as it was 20 or 30 years ago. You know, I know that I am a weirdo, but if you ask me, I'd rather prefer to watch movies from the 90s from a VHS collection. Oh man, the 90s, the decade I almost missed. Luckily I got to grow up with the last crumbs left from it. VHS, music cassettes, Game Boy, PlayStation 1, Unforgettable cartoons like The DuckTales, Recess, Hey Arnold, or TV shows like Home Improvement, Family Matters, and Fresh Prince. And there was so much freaking more. Michael Jordan showed us how to fly. Then Tony Hawk did it. And Robert Williams too. A bunch of 80s cult directors proved to us that they weren't done yet. In general, filmmakers and writers caught fire and made every movie ticket feel like a passport to another world. At the same time, new kids arrived on the block and redefined cinema. It was the renaissance of rock. Oh, and there was hip-hop. Swing made an unexpected return. Kids grew up during the golden era of cartoons, or should I say orange era? Deep in our hearts, we all wanted to be a little more like the dude. The 90s also saw the rise of CGI and 3D animation, thanks to the efforts of the talented people from an outsider company called Pixar and its mother, ILM. And for one awesome moment in the history of film and video, shaky home videos were cool. Sure, it wasn't flawless, but back then, going to the movies was still cool. Yeah, you can cry about all the things that were so much better before they changed. And one could argue about how the tools got better and better, but the stories couldn't keep up. And you might think of me as just another dude who believes in the theory that cinema is dying. But hold on there, it's not. You know why? Because I'm coming. Seriously, when did you stop to believe in the future? When did you stop to dream? I didn't, and as long as there are kids out there who still dare to dream and to believe, you don't have to worry about the future of cinema, for they will carry the spirit of cinema with them into the future. So, trust me, relax. It'll be in good hands. Hands like mine. What could possibly go wrong? Wow. Back to the Future was so ahead of its time. Unbelievable. I'm still wondering how they did all this. You remember that scene in which they somehow managed to put different versions of Michael J. Fox, another short guy who dropped out of school to write cinema history, in the same frame, and to let him interact with himself? Unbelievable. You bet.